Hey guys, so today I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that's kind of close to my heart, and I just hope this helps someone. I'm trying not to cry, but I just hope this helps out, someone. So this is what I'm going to talk about today is about fear. Now I don't have a script I'm following, so if I'm kind of all over the place, please work with me, okay? So fear. I'm not about to define fear in any way. There's so many definitions of fear. There's the FEAR that says fear is false evidence appearing real. I think that's the realest meaning. I think, and there's other definitions of fear, but the context of fear I'm talking about is the kind of fear that cripples you. Fear of doing something just because you're afraid of the outcome. You know what I mean? So fear has definitely been something I've struggled with, and I feel like fear comes in different forms. And please excuse my raggedy looking nails, I have to change them. So fear comes in different forms, in my opinion. Um, well, not just in my opinion, fear comes in different ways. Like, for instance, some people saying, for instance, that you're shy. I feel like when you think of fear, if it cripples you and stops you from doing something you would normally do, then that's really, really fear. So when you're saying you're shy, for instance, or I mean, it's okay to be like a reserved person, but when you have fear that stops you from doing what you should be doing just because you're shy, then that's fear. That's something that I really, really have struggled with in the past, and um, and I used to give myself the excuse that I was shy, but it was mostly just fear that was, um, you know, holding me back. For instance, for one, I'm gonna say like my YouTube channel. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel since 2010, and this is what 2013, and I'm just putting out videos. Like, it's crazy. And the main thing that was stopping was because, I wasn't sure how people were going to accept me, like what my friends are going to think. Are they going to think I'm just following the crowd? And am I just trying to do stuff just to get noticed? And I was so shy about it. I couldn't even tell my really, really, really close friends that I was doing YouTube. And there was this one time I had videos up, about 3 or 4 videos that people, like, I showed to some of my friends and they thought they were really informative, but then the next thing I did was I just took them down because one of my friends made a comment about them, and I didn't want people saying negative stuff about me. And those years passed, and thankfully I have come up to a better place mentally to know that I shouldn't let fear stop me, right? And so that's why I'm starting to put up videos. And the next excuse I have for myself is the fact that I don't have a good camera. And trust and believe, honey, once I get a good camera, which should be before the end of the year, definitely before the end of the year. Once I get a good camera, then I'm gonna be able to do my YouTube stuff a lot more serious than I was doing it before. So yeah, back to the point. I just wanted to give that as an example. I have many more examples I would have given, but I just don't want to make this video overly long. But I've watched a few videos. I'm gonna use this opportunity to give a shout out to Abele. Hey! So I watched one of her videos that was talking, I can't really remember word for word the title of the video, but she was essentially talking about how she was about to have, I mean, if you're not watching her, then you're in a long thing, okay? That's all I have to say, okay? She is fabulous. So I was watching her one of her videos, and she was talking about how she wanted to do her fundraiser for her nonprofit organization. And since I'm doing a plug for her, I might as well put the link below because she's doing amazing stuff there. So she was about to do her fundraiser, and she woke up with fear, and in the end of everything, she just put the fear behind her, and that really, really did inspire me because, like, instead of thinking, like, what she was trying to say was that instead of thinking in the way that negative, there's going to be something bad happening to it, try to think in the positive light of things. And I, completely agree with that. Like, fear is something that can cripple you. Like, you don't know it is, but then you get so used to living a certain way that when you have the opportunity to change, you don't want to do it because you're just so used to being afraid. Like, another example I'm gonna give is when I was in high school, secondary school, depending on where you're from, you call it something different. I knew that I had some kind of singing ability. I knew some place in my heart that I could do it, but then I was so shy, in my own words. I was so afraid that I didn't want people to think that I was just faking my voice. I was just making it up so people would like me. I didn't want people to think that I didn't really know how to sing, or to compare me to somebody else, or make me think that trying to be somebody else, or trying to just sing just so boys can like me. And so that really made me keep my mouth short. Shorts, anything like that. That really made me keep my mouth shut, like to not sing at all. And um, it was all through my high school. I did not. I was in the choir for my just one and my just two. That's like grade 7 and 8, and then I left choir my just 3. That's grade 9, right? Yeah, I left choir my just 3. That's grade 9. And I didn't go back to choir all through. And my mom kept telling me I should go back to choir. I just didn't want to go back because I didn't want people to say nasty things about me. But then, who cares what people think? Like, when you overly focus on your insecurities, and other people have their own insecurities, they're also dealing with. And so if you are so bothered with what they say, trust and believe, honey, you're not gonna do anything. Okay? Because you're just gonna be just people are always gonna have something to say every single time. So if you're bothered about what other people have to say about you, then you're not gonna do anything. Like, think about it in this way: a young lady, if a young lady that's growing up, right? If she gets married at 18, it's like, oh, she's too young to get married. She gets married at 21. Oh, she's still too young to get married. She gets married at 25. Oh, she's okay. That's about the good age to get married. But then, how long is she gonna wait to have a child? She gets married at 29. Oh, she got married really, really late. Like, it's like people always have something to say. So if you're waiting for people to not have something negative to say about you, then you're really not gonna get anything done. Okay, so I am slowly, God is helping me to snap out of that whole fear bubble. And it doesn't matter whether or not you believe in God. It's just about what's going on in here, because you have so much inside of you that people are waiting to see. You have so much potential, so much gold inside of you that people are waiting to appreciate. And until you let it out, you're just gonna die with everything inside of you. And so, continuing on with my story about how I knew I could sing, and so I came out of my high school, and I knew that I had kind of sort of failed myself because I didn't sing in the choir and whatever. So when I came into university, I made up my mind that I was going to join a choir. Immediately, I got into first year of university and be committed to it. And so when I came to school, um, Queen's University, I came to a church and they were just starting. They just started like a month before, and so they were asking if I wanted to join the choir, and I was like, of course. Like, it didn't even take me 5 seconds to say I was going to join the choir, and so I joined the choir, and I can honestly say that I have grown since then. Since 2009 up until now, I have grown tremendously, and I'm graduating university. I'm going to be done in December, like in about 3 months. And so my mind is so open to so many opportunities that could come up for me, and lots of people are seeing so much potential in me that I didn't even know existed. So all I'm saying, I'm not trying to just ramble. Hopefully, I'm not just rambling. But what I'm trying to say is, just go out and just fly, and just spread your wings and fly. Like, there's this quote that just came to mind. I'm not gonna say that I came up with it, but it's something that I just thought about it. Maybe I've seen it somewhere, I just don't know. But you're only as powerful as you think you are. If you think that you're not able to do something, honestly, honey, you're not gonna be able to do it. That's just the truth. Like, you just go out and be the best person you can be. Like, what's the worst that can happen? People are gonna say, well, you did it wrong. So what? Tell me the next person doesn't have something they're dealing with. It's better for you to try and fail than for you to not try and not fail, and not have any story to tell anybody. Like, there's glory in your failures. There's glory in anything that you do. So just go out there and be the best you that you can be. If you have talent you think you should share, what the hell? What does it matter what anyone has to say about you? You have talent you think you need to share. You can sing, you can dance, you can talk to people. Like, why would you bother yourself with what another person has to say? Like, well, she's overdoing it or she's doing that. So what? Um, so I don't know if I really made so much sense with everything I said. I hope my thoughts were together. I hope you guys can kind of rock with me with this. But well, all in all, I should say is, just go out and be you. There's so many people waiting to see what you have to offer. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear also, I think, exhibits itself in like insecurities. Like you feel that, oh, you really, really want to be a model, but then models are typically, I don't know the height for models, but my best guess would be that they're 5'8", 5'10", and you're probably like a 5'2". So you're thinking like, who's gonna want to see me as a model or whatever? But you just never know. You're not just gonna let that fear hold you back, and then you like. There's always, excuse me, like how you hear stories coming from people that are pretty much nothing, and they somehow make it to become something. So yeah, I think right now I'm just rambling and just saying whatever. So I think I'm going to end this video right here. I think I have a lot more to share about myself, but I am just slowly thinking and making sure that I'm giving out the right information. I don't want to give out too much personal information, but at the same time, I feel like whatever it is in my past, I'm still very young, but whatever it is in my past, it's definitely going to be able to help someone out there. So I'm still putting it together. Not that I'm going to have a documentary of my life. I could, but I'm not going to have it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a beautiful day whenever you're watching and wherever you're watching from. Take care. Mwah. Bye.